Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up? How y'all doing? You doing? Well, not y'all, cause it's just you watching this video. How you doing? Um, I'm working on my Melco today. So, I'm gonna be stitching out that design right there. That one. Which is also this design right here. Alright? So we're gonna be stitching out design. Man, my eyes are getting really crazy. So I'm gonna stitching out this design and I'm gonna compare it to my brother, to the brother, not my brother, because I don't own the brother. So we're gonna compare it to the brother entrepreneur, whatever that number is. I forgot it. I'll put the number either in the description or on the when I have the machine actually in the video. I'll try to put the name, which machine it is. All right, and that's that brother embroidery, that 10 needle embroidery machine. We're gonna compare the stitching. I mean, if it doesn't matter which brother it is, it's going to be roughly the same stitch because they're almost stitched roughly the same way. So I'm gonna say roughly the same. I'm gonna guesstimate here. I don't think it's gonna really make that much of a difference. Which brother machine you use, they're all gonna stitch roughly the same. All right. Apart from the little, of course, the little desktop ones. Any one of those multi-needle machines is probably gonna stitch roughly the same way. So I'm gonna compare the Melco, my Melco, the EMT. Get the number. I don't want to hit the wrong number. EMT16X. All right, so we're going to compare that machine right there. There it is, that machine. That machine, we're going to compare that machine to the brother. All right, we're going to compare it to the brother. And I got it hooped up. Well, this is not hooped up. But I got it all hooped in, ready to go. And we're gonna comparison. I'm gonna try to do it kind of the same way I did with the brother. I'm gonna just do little snippets of how it stitches out, and I'm gonna try to get I'm gonna compare the two pieces. Hold on. Sorry, the phone was ringing. I had to enter it. So it's all hooped up, and I'm gonna stitch it out, and I'm gonna try. Oh, where am I? Oh, where was I? Oh yeah. I'm going to try to just compare the two videos side by side of this stitching and the brother stitching, and kind of roughly guesstimate in between where the stitchings and try to compare them as best as I can. All right, because I did the videos 2 separate times, 2 separate days. One was in the store, the Pocono, so on back in the Pocono area, Pennsylvania, right? Yeah. So if you're in that area, you can go up there and buy that. You can get your embroidery needs from that store. I'm not an affiliate. I just go there and buy my threads and supplies that I need. All right, you can. They're a really great bunch of people up there. So and they let me they let me compare their brother machine to my Melco. So that's a good place to get stuff. So we're gonna compare these two machines, all right, and see which one stitch out better. See if I made a bad choice. And see, Melco is making a good machine. Because sometimes I have this love-hate relationship with this machine. I want to love it, and I want to find the closest door to it sometimes. I mean, the closest door for it, not to it. The closest door for it. And yeah, sometimes, not all the times. But we shall see. All right, let's get to it. Oh, if you haven't subscribed, please hit that button. You don't have to hit the bell notification. Just hit the subscribe button. Then you can turn off that bell so you don't have to get notifications every time I put up a video. All right, just at least subscribe. Thanks. That would help a lot. All right, so let's get to it. All right, so I know that was a close up there. All right, so one of the things I do like about the Melco, and one of the things I do like. So let me flip this camera around. All right, it's kind of easy to load this thing. I didn't show it to you. Just kind of just shove this in here. The things are here. You screw it in. If you watch any of the Melco videos, you know exactly how to do all this stuff. little screws, you put this little tab in. But once this is in, you're just gonna just grab this thing and just shove it in here, and that's it. It's in place. I'm not gonna go through all that stuff. You don't need to see all that. Now, the one thing I do like with Melcos, and this is what I like. This file here, this is an actual PES file. Let me show you. Properties. There it is. See, this is a PES file. This is not a Melco file. This is a PES file. Okay? So I want y'all to see that this is not even a Melco file. Alright? And this is one thing I do like with Melco, with the Melco machine. This is kind of one of the biggest reasons why I picked Melco over all the other machines. You usually have to get a program to convert all this crap over. Where Melco, you don't really have to worry so much because they give you a program, which is this thing, the sizer program. When you buy the machine, you get the sizer program, right? This is where the love and hate relationship thing come in. This sizer program is a pain in the ass to get it activated and deactivated. And this is what I hate about Melco. These activation, deactivation is just stupid as hell. Because this is a free program, but yes, still you gotta go jump through hoops. Sorry, my finger's in the way, that's why it's focusing. This is supposed to be free because it's just a sizer. All this does is just convert the file over so you can use it on the Melco, on the machine, right? This does nothing else. You can't use this on any other program. I'm not sure why. It's not just, you can't just download the stupid thing and use it if you own a Melco. They make you jump through hoops. Kind of just, like I said, this is why I say sometimes you just want to find the closest door. This is one of my pet peeves with this Melco. This stupid program. These stupid little hoops you got to jump through. This is one of them. But let me digress. I'll make that in my long-term review video. I'll start pointing out some of the biggest pet peeves with Melco and why you just want to find the closest door. All right, so here we go. Let me get back to the point. Now, as you can see, these are all PES files. Okay, these are all PES. Thread designs, all this crazy stuff. Now, with this program is great because it takes like I said, it will take any embroidery design file. It doesn't matter if it's PES, it doesn't matter if it's EXP, DTS, it doesn't matter what it is. As long as it is a embroidery file, it would take it in and it'll literally do this to it, and then you just literally send it to the machine. In here, actually, you can change. You can even change the colors. You can actually click on the colors and change them. You know, long-term review video. I'm gonna leave that for this, but I'm just gonna take it now. I'm gonna send this over to the machine because I don't want to make this video too long. So, long story short, if you have any embroidery file, this program that comes with your Melco, it will take it and will let you use it on your Melco machine without jumping through too many hoops. But Melco makes it a pain in the ass to get this program working. It's a pain to use this program, but I'm going to digress. So let's just use it for now because I got it working. Send it to my machine. There it is. It just loads right up. And as you can see, it was a PES file. All right. It wasn't anything special. It was just a PES file. It sent it to my machine. As you can see, I didn't change anything. Now, I'm going to center it to the hoop. And moved. Done. Perfect. All right. So let's get this running. As you can see, I don't have to do anything. I just set it up there, tell it to ready, and everything's on automatic. And I'm just going to tell it to run now. So here we go. So I am at the wonderful Pocono Sew and Vac, and I'm comparing this wonderful machine against a Melco. we're gonna see which one stitches better. I know I'm crazy as hell, but this is one of the wonderful people that work at this wonderful establishment, Pocono Sewing Vacuum. What's your name again?
Lori.
Lori. This is Lori, and she's doing the machine thing for us. Thank you so much. So we're gonna do this stitch out, and I'm gonna show you what it looks like. Both of them, the Melco and the Brother, so you guys can make a educated decision. And if you're in the Pocono area, come at the Pocono Sewing Vac to get your Brother machine. They're awesome here, very friendly, awesome people. Not an affiliate. I just bought something here. Bought my threads here. They sell a lot of threads, a lot of machines, fabrics. If you want some, a lot of fabrics. Don't mind the colors. The colors, I did it on purpose. I wanted to make sure I can tell them separately apart. So I told them I didn't care about the colors. All I care about is stitching, so you can make an educated decision when you look at the stitching. And this machine stitches slower than the Brother, than my Melco. So that's also something you have to think about. All right. That's the stitching speed of this machine. That's how fast to stitch it, that design. Not sure why it's going so slow, but that's what's stitching it.
Your life shouldn't be the same. Step up your A game, step up your A game. You cannot be late. Remember, time waits on no one. You gotta grab your opportunity while you can. So if you miss your chance, you can't blame no one. You gotta wake up every day with a game plan. Overstand, got to be always alert, cause that's the best way to survive in earth. The most important things you must always put first, and always be willing and ready to work.
I'm changing who I am. I'm making a new plan, rearranging my life, and I won't look back ever again. You ain't see me activated. You better hope that you never see me agitated. I think about my actions, plan them out, evaluated. That's how I end up on the
I want to show what this machine does. A really cool feature. What's this?
My body is the engine.
So if you're making anything that has a square on it, it won't make it look like garbage.
I got the blessing, persistence and obsession. That's how you keep progressing. I already learned that lesson, yeah. I'm changing who I am. I'm making a new plan, rearranging my life, and I won't look back ever again. You can't stop what's moving. You can't stop what's moving. I'm changing my life, and I won't look back ever again. No fear, see clear, you deserve to be great.
There it is. It's all done. And one of the problems, like I said, one of the things I have with Melco, one of the issues I have with my Melco is this. It has a very horrible trimming method. See how the threads all wrapped up around here? See, I just touched it and it just came loose. I just touched it, it came loose like that. Here's another one. thread came totally loose. See that? Here's another one. Thread came totally loose. Brother has a way better thread trimming system, and I'm not exactly sure why Melco's trimming system is so bad. I'm constantly fixing threads because they just come loose from them to they just pop out just for no reason. All right, so it's finished stitching. I just wanted to show you that. That's just a little tidbit since I'm comparing stuff and the trimming method. All right, so let me take this out of here, and I'll be right back.
I know it feels like things get in your way. Push through those walls and the others will fall. Sit up, stand tall, you can get through it all. I need some energy, anxiety's no friend to me. I have a short memory, I don't really remember things. That's how I move on, that's how I...
Okay, so there they are. Now they're side by side. So we can get this thing to zoom in. There it is. Now we're gonna, this is the brother. So we can get some nice little actual footage on where we need to focus on. That's only a stitch drop out there. That one didn't really have any in that spot. So there's one right, just stitch drop out right here. They didn't have any up here. Very little. It's not as obvious as down here. There's none anywhere else. No stitch drop out anywhere else. And nobody had any stitch drop out. I think they had some. This had to do more with the design than anything else. And Melco didn't show it as bad as brother did. So if you have a defect in the design, the brother really showed it, whereas the Melco just kind of just ignored it. And this is not from me. This is from the software itself. This was the software that did that. All right, the software made that error, and I'm not sure exactly why it did that, but there it is. And it showed up more in the brother than it did in the Melco. See it just right there. Now, when it comes to actual stitch, as you can see, this is the same. It's literally the same. There's like no difference between them. There is no difference between them. The sea of stitches is roughly the same. It's like I say, it's the same design, so I didn't expect the stitches to be any different. All right, so the design is literally the same stitching. This is brother's thread. This thread here is brother. All this is brother thread. This is Madeira, and this actually is a sea of different threads. This is not even oh, this is Madeira, this is brother, this is and a different, like 4 different brands of thread in this design alone, right? And this is just brother's threads. So yeah, that's why this one looks so like all over the place. 4 different brand of thread, 1 brand. And the Melco stitched it out, and it still look really good with the 4 different brands of thread. Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. See what I'm saying? It looks good. It looks good on both of them. Now, what I do like about the brother is that it slows down right on the edges, and as you saw in the video, it slows down. See, and the edges looks nice and sharp, where the brother looks kind of dull. So I'm saying the edges look nice and sharp. The Melco, not all of them, but some of them looks dull and bubbled. The brother slows down to get the edges nice and flat and flush. I mean, it's not by much. I mean, holy crap! We're talking micro differences here. Not much of anything. Nothing to write home about. Nothing to call home about. I'm nitpicking. I'm literally nitpicking. Nitpicking because there's no. I literally can't see any difference between the 2 of them. To be totally honest, there is absolutely no difference between the 2 of them. None. On a customer point of view, if I'm going to say something's wrong, I'm going to say the Melco has a bunch of threads sticking through it. You can see it. See them? These little white pieces, there's threads sticking up from the bottom. And that has something to do with my tensioning. I think I have to adjust the tensioning right. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. And this has been going on since I own it. I never did the training. I'm learning on my own. And I think it has something to do with the auto tensioning. I have to learn more about that auto tensioning thing. But it's been doing this ever since I got it, where it will stitch and then the under thread will come up through the top. Not sure what it is. And I'm not sure why it does it. And I'm still trying to figure it out. But if you look, there's like little white, there's a sea of white threads picking up right through the bottom. And it only does it in certain points. It's not everywhere. See, nowhere else is doing it. It's just in certain points. It would just, the white thread would just come right up to the bottom. Don't know why. It just does it when it feels like it wants to. Look, see, the blue didn't do it, but it only did it in the red. Really weird. But the brother didn't do it at all. Right? So this is a tensioning issue. You can tension each thread separately with the Melco, so you can actually go into the machine and you can tell each thread to do its own thing, which is also nice. That's something I don't think you can do with the brother. I'm not sure. I don't remember if you can, but I know you can do it with the Melco. You can tell each thread to stitch at a certain speed, tension at a certain level, do all kind of weird things with cut a certain way too. So I have to figure out why it's doing this, and did it only with the red here. But here's another completed batch that I did with the Melco. And if you see it, it did it with the black this time. See those little white threads coming up to the bottom? It did it with the black this time. And this is a Madeira thread. Okay, so it does it totally random, total random times. There's, like I said, I'm not exactly sure why it does it. And there it is, it on this side too. The under thread just comes right up to the bottom. I don't know, and I'm trying to figure out why it does it. Right? And it's just I'm not sure. I have to figure out why it's doing it. But this is the same patch, but this is a Melco file. I saved this one. I designed this, and I saved this one as a Melco file. And as you can see, that design glitch is still in here, and I'm not exactly sure why it's here, because I did this the same exact way I did this piece, and for some reason the software left this glitch in here, and I don't know why, but whatever. But there it is, the two badges side by side, brother, Melco, and honestly, I don't think you can go wrong with either machine. The thing though is, here's the thing. This sews, and as I've been saying in the video, this sews a lot slower. This was 17 minutes. This was over 30 minutes. So if you plan on doing production, you're gonna have to calculate this production speed into your machine, into your into your counts. As much as I hate this Melco machine, I have to learn this some more, because honestly, there's really not much difference between the two machines. I just have to learn how to adjust this better to get that to make it stitch a little nicer, so I don't get these white threads through the stitching, and I think that'll be fine. But see, I was complaining about this little raised lip right here, but if you look over here, see, there's little gaps right down here. See them? Raised lip gap down here. So, like I said, every machine have their own little issues and quirks. So as long as you're willing to deal with the little issues and quirks, you'll be perfectly fine. There is no need to stress and worry about it. But as a comparison, I'm comparing the brother versus the Melco. And in this time I can say, pick the one you like. You ain't gonna go wrong. There's so much I love about this brother, and so much I hate about the brother. So much I love about the Melco, so much I hate about the Melco. Did I go wrong with choosing the Melco? No, because I like the Melco pricing over the brother's pricing. And if I'm getting the same stitching as a brother, as you can see, the same stitching, I mean, come on, it's not that far off. I mean, we're talking. We're literally nitpicking, people. Seriously, we're nitpicking at this point. Can you tell me a difference? No, I literally cannot see a difference between the two machines. Cannot see a difference. At this point, we're nitpicking. Okay, nitpicking. All right, so yes, if we're talking about price, value for my money, I will pick the Melco because it's cheaper to buy parts for, it's cheaper to service, cheaper to maintain. That's why I get the Melco. Brother has better customer service, a better reputation. I'm gonna say probably better. I'm gonna pull stuff out of my posterior here. Probably better parts. Not sure. Don't quote me on this one. They might have better parts. But when it comes to pricing, Melco has a better pricing. Okay, Brother just has a better overall customer service experience. Melco customer service experience is pretty crappy. Yes. Sorry, Melco, but it's the truth. Your customer service experience is pretty atrocious. Brother has a better customer service experience. So if you want to have a better customer service experience, if that really matters to you, go with the Brother. It may stitch slower. You may get a slower speed. But as you can see, the stitch count, the stitch is same thing. The service is better. The machine, I don't know how better the machine is, but the Brother do have a lot more good qualities about it than the Melco, aka like I say, I run into issues with thread breaks and oh my goodness, thread breaks. I'm constantly restringing my threads because of how this thing cuts thread. I'm constantly running into problems with, as you can see, tension issues. I still haven't learned it yet. I didn't go through the course. I'm learning it on my own. The Brother thing is kind of a set and forget it deal. You can tension it, but most of the time, when I had it for a short period of time, I never had to adjust the tension. It's kind of just one shot and pretty much forget about it. This thing is on the auto tensioning. It works great. I guess it depends on what you're doing. I never really had the Brother for very long, so I can't talk about the tensioning. But the auto tensioning on this Melco is actually really good. I have to just learn more about it. And I think once I learn more about it, I'll be able to get rid of these little white stringy things sticking out of it. And I think that will definitely solve my issues. But that's just a me problem, all right? Beyond that, Melco customer service is far inferior compared to Brothers. They have customer service, but when it comes to compare to Brothers customer service, it's just not even close. All right. But again, when it comes to pricing, Brothers Melco pricing is a lot better. You can live a decent life with Melco stuff, but when it comes to Brothers stuff, you're pretty much working just to pay off their products. In my opinion. You buy Brother stuff just to pay off just to pay them. So you have to keep that in mind. All right. Great products. It just cost a lot. Not so great products. Sorry, I'm lying. Good products. Poor customer service. Great pricing. But I don't know. I'm gonna leave that up to the customer, because I personally I'm having issues with Melco. Me personally, I don't know about anybody else, but I'm having issues with Melco and Melco stuff. My machine's been giving me nothing but issues. It might just be a me problem. I want to love this machine, but I want to find the closest door. But as you can see, it stitched just great. Once you get it working right, it will stitch just as good as anybody else. All right. So, did I make a bad choice? I don't think so. Do I miss some of the features that this Brother machine has? Oh, you bet your buns I do. Because this machine has some amazing features. When I say amazing features, I just didn't like the pricing. Mine had some issues. Brother was willing to replace it, but it just put a bad taste in my mouth for how much I paid for it. and how much they want for all the stuff, it just kind of just rubbed this really horrible taste in my mouth, knowing that they want so much for it, and it had some issues when I got mine, and I just decided to just go with Melco instead. And I got the Melco, and it's just been a roller coaster ride. 1 minute's great, next minute is just I just want to find in the closest door. All right. Again, make your choices wisely. As you can see, when it comes to stitching, when it comes to the machines themselves, these are my personal experiences. But when it comes to the machine themselves, as you can see, the machines themselves are awesome. You pick one you like, and you cannot go wrong. They both stitch out amazingly well. They're so close. You need a magnifying glass to, as you can see. I am nitpicking to show you the difference between them. Nitpicking to point the difference between them. And this is a file that this machine uses. This is not even a native file. This is a file that this program uses. All right. So this have information in there that this machine is not even native to, but I was able to still use the file that this program uses, that this machine uses. All right, and you can't do that with this. You can't take a file that this machine uses and use it over here. It's just not going to work. All right, and that's kind of why I went with the Melco. It's just so flexible. I love that flexibility with the Melco. The flexibility. The ingenuity, the how can I say this? The possibilities with this machine is kind of just out the window. But Melco themselves is killing this machine. It's a great machine with massive potential, but that's been stranglehold and murdered by the company who makes it. Kind of a sad thing. So there's that. That's my 2 cents. So great machine, massive potential. Great machine, massive potential. Cheaper, but cheaper on your pocket. Not so cheap on your pocket, but gives you amazing work every time you use it. You gotta work. You gotta learn this machine. You gotta learn this machine. You got to learn this machine. Let me say this again. You have to learn this machine. Point and go. Have to learn this machine. Point and go. Have to learn this machine. All right. Till next time. Peace.